Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and I'm glad you decided to join me for another book reading of January. I'm going to be continue reading my story that I wrote and got published, and it's called Legends Orbs of the Elements. Today I'm going to be reading you chapter 47. But before I do that, I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year! Woo! It's 2025! How exciting! I hope everybody had a awesome New Year, either by going to fun parties and dressing to the nines, or just having a chill, stay at home, sweatpants, sweatshirts, with a good book, or playing games or video games, or however you guys choose to celebrate. Did you stay up for New Year's, or did you go to bed early? Myself and my husband stayed up, and we stayed at home. I dressed up because I always like to dress up. I know I'm not going anywhere, but I still enjoyed it for me. We had a fun time. We ate snacks. We watched a football game that was going on. And then later on, we just sang the night away with my husband's karaoke machine. He was very good. We laughed. We cheersed and rang in the New Year's. It was a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I hope you guys had just as exciting New Year's, however you, like I said, chose to celebrate. I am so glad you clicked on my channel and decided to give me a try. I do all kinds of content, or at least I try to. I do a lot of Disney videos, if you cannot tell by my background. I do a lot of book-related videos and content. I also do, how do I describe it? Educational, I guess, awareness, being that I have a physical disability. If you are new to my channel and don't know what I'm talking about, I am a right hemiplegic, which means I had a stroke on my right side, and now I am paralyzed on my right side, so I have no functional use of my right hand, as you can see by my gestures and whatnot. My hand just hangs like this, and each month I try to demonstrate for my followers the activities that everybody kind of takes advantage with their two working hands, and how I do those same activities but just using my one hand. I so enjoy it. It is one of my favorite kind of films. It's one of my favorite kinds of content to film. I try to make it fun, interesting, all that good stuff. But today, this video is going to be a bit short, sort of, because this is a short chapter. If you are not familiar with this book, it is the book that I actually wrote. I am a self-published author. I am currently going to be working on editing and refining my second book to this. My dear friend Rebecca Wright, you know who you are, if you watch this video, did an amazing job of helping me edit my story, so I will be looking over the notes and edits that she did and probably using them, because she's way smarter in that department than I am. Give her all the credit. So that way, when I am actually ready to, hopefully this summer or fall, send my second book to the publishers, it will be, to the best of my ability, edited and even more awesome than this book. So they will, when they look it over, they will want to publish it. So that's just kind of an update on that. If you are interested, if you are new and, like I said, really interested in reading this book, I do have other videos that you can click on. of earlier chapters, or if you would like to get a copy of this yourself, it can be found on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Apple iBooks, and lots of other places books are sold online. I am so happy to have this book published. Last year, my sales didn't go as well as I would have hoped, but I just keep plugging it as much as I can and showing it to as many people as I can, and hopefully it gets better sales. I'm also going to be doing an interview about my book, and I will be leaving as it gets closer more details on that. And they will, I believe, the company or organization, I can't remember which one it is, has their own YouTube channel. So I will leave the link down below when they post it, or let me know, so you can go listen to that. So without all that introduction out of the way, yeah, it was a bit long, but it's the first of the month, so let's just jump right back into this adventure. Chapter 48. Nero descended the spiral stairs. His leather boots echoed on the stones with the dull thump noise. His goal was to see June. He neglected to see her since he told the guards to lock her up. He felt very confident about his scheme. He opened the cell door without delay. The cell for which June occupied was one of the more maintained of the cells. He had told the guards to put a clean straw to cover the entire floor. He also instructed the warden to provide her with fresh food and water twice a day. Nero spied the prisoner huddled in a corner. The prince looked at her as he closed the door behind him. June glared at him coldly, hatred clear in her demeanor. "What do you want, you monster?" she practically spat out at him. Nero was unimpressed by the insult. Nero methodically made his approach at a slow pace. When he drew near, he spoke in a tone that was friendly and eerily calm. "That certainly is no way to speak to an old lover, is it?" June was not expecting this. She now stood up to try to get some distance between herself and her captor. Nero just followed her nervous movement with his eyes. "I did care deeply for you once, a long time ago, but I could never hope to call you my friend, let alone lover again after what you have done. You disgust me." Nero didn't raise his voice or interrupt her. Nero clapped his hands together. "I see. Well, I guess there is no other choice. I will have to let you go." June scoffed and harshly replied, "Why would I ever—" "What? What did you say?" The words sank into June's mind what the prince had said. Nero nodded and unclasped his hands. "Yes, you heard correctly. I will let you go. I have no more need of you. Here," he paused and looked at the table with the fresh water. "I see you haven't finished your drink. Let me go and get another glass, and we will toast your departure." Nero moved to the tray. He took the glass that was for June. Then he moved his other hand across the tray, and another golden goblet materialized. Nero came back to the prisoner, who was still wary of him. Here, drink. Don't be afraid. It's safe. If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it already." June cautiously approached and knocked the offended drink to the floor. It made the sound as it landed. Nero eyed the fallen goblet, then looked at June. He could sense she was scared at his reaction with her defiance. He merely shrugged his shoulders, took a sip of the other goblet, and took a drink. Once he finished, he smacked his lips in satisfaction, then put his goblet on the tray. All right, June, I'm going to have to do something I don't think you'll enjoy, but you see, you left me with no choice, he said, matter-of-factly. He snapped his fingers, and both Blinkin and Rifa emerged from gray plumes of smoke. This time, when Nero snapped his fingers, June got rigid. Fear gripped her like a constrictor snake about to squeeze the life out of its victim. The wizard and witch easily took both of her arms. June's eyes dilated with fright. She was so overtaken by fear she was unable to speak, but her chin quivered like an arrow striking a target. Both Blinkin and Rifa didn't look pleased at that the other was there with Nero. As their master produced a small glass bottle from his dark blue navy robes, June let out a small whimper. When Nero was inches from her face, he spoke to her again. Open your mouth, or I'll force it open, and it will take longer, and I really don't have the time to draw this out any longer than I have to. His voice was impatient and slightly distracted. Tears now coursed down June's face, making them turn light crimson. June tried to be strong, but couldn't, and opened her mouth. Nero smiled wickedly at her. There's a good girl, he said in a soothing tone, and uncorked the small bottle and poured the liquid inside. Once he made sure she swallowed, he bobbed his head to indicate to release the prisoner. Both witch and wizard did. They came and stood behind Nero. The prince spread his hands widely. I have instructed them to let you go. No one will try to stop you. My deepest apologies for this inconvenience I have caused you. He waved his right hand to the cell door, and it flung open. He then made his way out of the cell without further delay. Without words, both Blinkin and Rifa trailed behind him. So that's all the chapter for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big like, subscribe, share with friends and family. If you are interested in learning more about not only my characters, and the plot and the setting of my stories, you can go check out my Facebook page, which is also entitled Legends Orbs of the Elements. There I try to write an article Monday through Friday all about different aspects of either my writing process, the characters, setting, plot. Not really a lot of plot, but and I try to keep the articles, as spoiler free as I can, so that way if you do want to learn more about how, let's say, I came up with the name of Castilia and Leon, or about the characters of Blinkin, my three baddies, Blinkin, Rifa, and Nero, you guys will not be spoiled. I try to keep it that way so it keeps things interesting. Like I said, I am working on a second book to the one I'm currently reading called Legends. It will be called Legends 2, Rise of the Soul Collectors, which I'm really, really excited about. Like I said, it's going to probably take most of the year to get things done, but there is no rush for it. I am also going to be looking into getting my book made into a book trailer, again, so that way more people can learn about my book and hopefully maybe make some purchases. That would be really awesome. If you guys know if you have friends or family that is interested in fantasy or any kind of content that I make, please send them my way. I am hopefully going to, my next YouTube goal is to get 200 subscribers. I am currently at 170, I want to say 3 or 4, either higher or lower. I can't really, but that, as far as I know, that is the correct numbers. I can't remember the exact number, but those are really close. So that is really exciting. I know what I'm going to be giving away, and it's going to be super cool, even bigger than my Christmas giveaway. So if that sounds good, please subscribe to my channel, or tell, like I said, friends and family. This year is going to be a good year. I have some already fun videos planned. I'm going to be doing hopefully Monday, my Life as a Right Hemiplegic video for January. I also have my book video that I'm going to be doing coming out, talking about my book goals and what I'm currently reading. I'm also going to be maybe sharing some New Year's resolutions with you guys. So definitely stay tuned for all that good stuff. And I will see you guys soon in my next video. And like they say in my book, may the elements protect you. Until tomorrow's chapter, bye-bye for now.